Greetings comrades and welcome to the new video. Today we'll be preparing a very easy traditional Bulgarian recipe. And yeah, this Bulgarian recipe would be slowly cooked beans with sausage in a clay pot. And typically it's known here as monastery beans. I'm not sure if the monks in the monasteries are preparing the beans that way, but this is how people know it. And as most Slav recipes I've shown you, every family and every person prepares this a little bit differently. Differently in what vegetables they add, differently in what herbs they add, but I'll show you my improvised version. You don't need to add the sausage. Now you can add some meat, like pork meat or whatever meat you enjoy. Preferably it should have bones because they give that nice taste. And if you have some smoked meat, it would be perfectly in these beans. The easiest part is that this is not from the dishes that you should stay and cook it like for an hour or 2 hours or whatever. You just put everything in the clay pot and forget about it in the oven for 3 to 4 hours. With that said, let's see how it is prepared by starting with the product. I have a lot of leeks there. I bought like a ton of leeks 2 weeks ago and they were about to get spoiled. So I decided to put all of them into the pot. Someone may not like leeks, but I enjoy them quite a lot. If you don't, you can use onions. Typically here, people cut the leeks into very small, tiny pieces, which I don't find any reason about that, because they will melt. So I just cut them into these huge circles, because as I said, they will melt, and I like to have some texture of the vegetable. I don't like it to be lost in my dish. After we are finished with the leeks, we throw them into the clay pot and sprinkle some olive oil or sunflower oil or whatever oil you use on top. After that, we have 3 big carrots, and same here. I won't cut them into small pieces. Again, I'm lazy and I like the texture of the vegetable, so I will just cut them again into these big circles. We throw in the carrots too, and I have a surprise for you. This was the hardest part of the dish. After that, I put 1 roasted red pepper in, or 2. I had only 1. You can put also fresh bell peppers or whatever peppers you have. They bring some nice flavor. If you're a fan of the spicy food, you can add some spicy peppers. After that, it's time to put our beans in. You can boil your own beans, but I want to spare some time. I'm lazy, as I said, so I will use directly boiled beans from a jar or from a can or whatever. This will spare me some time, and in that way I'll make sure that my beans is boiled properly. But you can boil it and add it already boiled in the pot. I put around a kilogram of already boiled beans. This equals to 300 to 400 grams of dried beans before you get it boiled. After our beans is in the clay pot, we put our tomatoes. I want more sweet tomatoes. These are basically, this is something like between tomato puree and tomatoes. It's called tomato passata. I'm not sure. Aim for a more sweet variety of tomatoes because the acidity doesn't go really well in this dish. After our tomatoes are in, we should add the spices. I add some smoked paprika. I will add some lovage. This is not a very common spice, I think, herb, not spice. And I will add some spearmint. Again, this is not very common in most non-Slav countries or non-Bulgarian countries. I mean, it's only one Bulgarian country, but I add some summer savory, of course, and salt. And smoked paprika. I'm not sure if I said the smoked paprika, but the smoked paprika here, in my opinion, is essential because it brings out very nice flavor. If you don't have smoked paprika or you don't enjoy it, you can just put some other sweet variety of paprika. That's basically it. We should mix very well so all products can meet each other and mix. After that, we should put our sausages on top. This beans is for around 4 big portions, so I'll have 4 beef sausages. These sausages are quite nice, but as I said, you can put whatever sausage you want or whatever meat you want. It would turn out perfectly fine. We add some water so this can boil in it and cook. We push our sausages in a little bit. We bake that for around 3 to 4 hours at 160 Celsius. And if you like it more soupy, it's ready after 3 or 4 hours. But if you like it more like a stew, like I do, just remove the lid from the clay pot and bake it for 1 more hour, so the sauce can reduce, and basically it's more flavorful that way. And we are ready. You see how one big plate looks like. This is one huge Slav portion, but you can split it into smaller portions if you don't enjoy eating a lot of food like me at one sitting. And that's basically it. Quite easy. The Slav difficulty level for that would be, I would say, 2 out of 5, and typically I would say 1 out of 5, but there are some products which I imagine for you will be hard to find, so I will include this into the difficulty level and it would be 2 out of 5, but basically it's the easiest thing you can do. Just put everything into one clay pot and bake it for 4 to 5 hours. And with that said, I hope you enjoyed this video, comrades. I hope you prepare these beans or some variety of it. Slav you next time, and I'll leave you with one of those 2 videos now.